Welcome to Arcadia Spring Program.
Kindergarten and first grade would like to take you on an adventure.
There's a story in the Bible about a guy who built his house on a solid rock. It'll take you on an adventure. Let's get started.
Once upon a time, there lived an old piggy mom who was so poor she couldn't keep her children at home any longer. One day she said to them, "Little pigs, you are eating me out of my house and home. Run along with you and build your own house to live." So the three little pigs said, and set off down the road. Before long, they met a man with a cart loaded high with straw and sticks and bricks. The first little pig ran up to him and sang, and the second little pig ran up to him and sang, and the third little pig ran up and sang, and the man replied, "Yes, little pig." And the little pig said, "What is your warning, man?" And the man said, "Oh, phooey," said the first and the second little pig. But the third little pig said, and then all three went off to build their houses. And no sooner had the first little pig finished building his house of straw than who would come slinking out of the trees but the big bad wolf himself. And the wolf said, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house down. The first little pig took one look at his ruined house and ran as fast as his trotters would carry him to his brother's house of sticks. The wolf was hot on his heels. He reached his brother's house of sticks with 1 second to spare, and he ran, slamming the door in the wolf's face. And the wolf said, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house down. The two little pigs stared in horror and took to their heels. Just in time, they reached the third little pig's house of bricks. In they raced, slamming the door behind them. Little pig, little pig. And he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed. But try as he would, the house of bricks didn't even quiver. Inside, the little pigs laughed and clapped their trotters. That made the wolf angrier than ever, and he began to climb up the roof, thinking he could get down the chimney. As soon as the third little pig reached the sound of claws on the roof, he ran to put more sticks on the fire, and the big pot of water he had set there to boil began bubbling and steaming. The wolf came slithering and scrabbling faster and faster down the chimney until... flash! And that was the end of him. The next day, the three little pigs set to work to build a fine brick house, which would be big enough for all three of them, with a guest bedroom for their mom, so she could come and stay with them. And they worked while they sang. Which is just exactly what they did. The end.
Thank you for coming here to enjoy the program. You have just missed. That means you can leave.